Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester, 8:34. We are less than a week out until tax deadline, so let's get filing. This morning's Wealth Wednesday, we're continuing to answer some of your last-minute tax questions.
Yeah, we're joined now by financial advisor Jarrett Felton, who's giving his advice, hoping to put folks at ease. Jarrett, thanks for doing this. This is kind of fun. This is going to be interesting.
This will be interesting. I love a good surprise. As always, it's good to see you all. Thank you for having me. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
I imagine this is your busy time of year.
It is busy. You know, although I'm not a CPA and I'm in the wealth management space, they often go hand in hand. So a lot of our conversations do include talking to people, CPAs, enrolled agents, and tax advisors. So let's see what we got.
Rich people need tax help, too.
Fair enough. I'll be sure to try and cater to them as well.
All right.
That wasn't scripted, by the way.
First question. First question.
All right. What documents should I keep throughout the year to ensure I'm preparing for tax filing season?
Sure, absolutely. So I think it's very, very important to make sure that we have what's called a document checklist. So this is something you could just download off of the internet and make sure that you just hold on to that and just kind of keep tabs on what that might be. So first and foremost, those that have W-2s that are employed or those that are self-employed and get 1099s, those come out in the beginning of the year. So it's not like you need to worry about maintaining those necessarily throughout the year. They usually come in the beginning of the year, all before tax time. So that's one thing off of your plate.
Okay.
Something else that you want to consider is maybe things related to your house and or if you have a home office, right? Your real estate property taxes, you know, utility bills, any energy efficient upgrades to the home, any mileage, you know, if you have any home-based business or you have an office at home, maybe there's mileage that you want to take into consideration. Vehicle purchases, things of that nature. So that's really home and business. If we look at another category, that's really the tax deduction or tax credit side of things. So whether it's medical, dental expenses that people have incurred, you know, throughout the year, just put those aside. Any sort of insurance premiums that you might have, depending on how you're set up or structured. Any business owners, you know, you want to make sure that you have a good bookkeeper. I know they're probably heck of busy right now, but if you can find a good one to kind of get everything in line from last year to reconcile, that would probably be a blessing for you, because otherwise you're going to be stuck doing it yourself on the back of a napkin, more than likely, and you don't want to do that or mess with the IRS. You just don't want to do it.
No, that does not sound like any fun, and it sounds quite stressful, too.
Oh, very much so. You're going to lose all your hair. You could talk about it a couple times.
All right, let's get to question number 2 for you this morning, Jarrett. If you haven't filed yet, and I know I owe money to the government, what are my best options to avoid penalties or reduce the financial hit?
Sure. So if someone comes outwardly and says, I owe money to the government for last year, it makes me kind of wonder, how do they know, and maybe what have they done or not done in the previous year leading up to this point in time? However, there's two different ways to look at this. There's a failure to file and a failure to pay the IRS. So come the tax deadline of April 15th, failure to file could be more stringent of a penalty than failure to pay. So going to the IRS website, understanding what that looks like is a good thing. Making sure you file your tax return, even if you're not fully prepared, and or file an extension, right? Which is what a lot of people would end up doing if they aren't prepared or have all their documents ready. So I would say pay as much as you can to the IRS. You can go to their website to figure out where to mail those payments to, because you do want to make those payments, but more importantly, it's important to file your tax return or extension.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. We're running low on time. We've got about a minute and a half, so I want to get to the next one.
Let's go.
For people getting refunds, what's the smartest thing to do with that money from a wealth building perspective?
Sure, absolutely. I always believe in building a house from the ground up. So when you get a refund, if that's the case, God bless you. But what we also want to make sure is that we can reduce some debts if we have some high interest bearing debts, whether it be the credit card side of stuff, because those are revolving, or any sort of personal loans that would probably be out there outstanding, or private loans that you might have, not including student loans or private student loans. So I would say knock out high interest bearing debts that you may have. And then last but not least, maybe build up your emergency funds. Either or, reverse orders, just depends on where you are in life, but those are the two ways that I would go.
All right, last question we're going to be able to get to this morning. Are there any last-minute contributions I can still make to my IRAs, HSAs, that could actually lower my tax bill before the April 15th deadline.
Sure. So those two exactly are the ones that you would probably look at doing. Those are tax deductible depending on where your income brackets are and or if you are contributing to other retirement plans, aka employer-sponsored plans, 401ks, 403bs outside of here. The IRS doesn't want you to double dip, so if you're maxing out over in one space, you may not be able to contribute in another, but HSAs and IRAs are a good place to look because it will reduce your taxable income for the previous year, even if you contributed this year by April 15th next week.
Very
All
good.
right,
Jarrett
Felton.
Thanks for your time today. We appreciate it. Don't forget, it's coming up really quick, the 15th.
Yeah.
So file those taxes.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We are once again checking in with Chris Lopez, who's learning more about some athletes getting ready for an upcoming tournament.
We're back after this.